government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
There you go. Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzz Podcast. It's your boy Cujo riding solo. My guy Jules is off celebrating his birthday. He turned 50 for like the fourth time or something like that. I'm hoping he's taking advantage and he's enjoying himself. That hopefully that virginity doesn't last any longer on him. But it is what it is, right? 50 and whatever, as long as he's proud and happy. You see here on the video on the YouTubes, we have a special guest. She is a 12-time national champion. This March 14th here in El Paso, she will be making her ring pro debut. She goes by the name of Ariana Carrasco. I believe Ari is what you're just going by, or are you going by the whole official name? Or?
Yeah, it's usually Ariana or Adi.
Okay,
Whichever.
there's no nickname on it yet?
No, not yet.
Why not?
I did have one, but then I was like, maybe like change it up or something, but we'll just say like for now.
What was the nickname?
La Fiera.
La Fiera.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see why you changed it. No, it's cool. Adi, I appreciate you making the time, I know you're busy training, you're in the biz. Right now is a busy time. You're, 3 weeks more or less away from making your pro debut?
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling excited, a little nervous. I mean, I haven't fought in a little over a year, so and then for it to be my pro debut,
Yeah.
a little, yeah.
Yeah.
A little nerve-wracking.
So how long have you been in the fight game?
10 years.
10 years. So I remember you said you're early 20s, so you started 12, 13, something like that. Yeah. How did you get involved? What got you into boxing in the first place?
So growing up, we used to watch boxing like a lot, pay-per-view fights. It was like definitely a big event in our house with big names. And so I don't know, in my little kid brain, I was like, oh, I want to like do that. Like, yo, that seems so cool. And then I'm my parents' only like girl. So I went up to my dad and I was like, oh, I want to box. Or I think I started out like kickboxing.
Okay.
And he's like, no, I don't want you getting hit in the head like that. And he's like, oh, ask me when you're, maybe like 12. I think he thought I was going to forget.
Yeah.
So
you're going to move on from that phase.
On. Yeah, and I didn't. And so I think it was funny because they're like, right when you turned 12, you were like, okay, now we got to go find a boxing gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And so your dad is your trainer, right?
Yes, with my other coaches, Terry Green and Armando Garcia.
Okay, and they are they Cruces?
Yes.
Okay, so you're a local-ish kind of El Paso, Las Cruces, same shit. It's only like a 20, 30, 45-minute drive. So does your dad or your brothers, how many other brothers do you have?
I have two.
Are they boxers also?
Well, my younger one, he kind of started out with me, and then he did on and off, but no, like, not right now.
And your older brother wasn't in it?
No, I think he went to the gym one time with us when, like, we first started out, but we have, like, a 8-year age gap, so kind of, like,
All right.
they do their own thing, and then you do yours.
So how did your dad go along from going from that, dad to your coach or your trainer? How did that happen?
So at first, like we went to a boxing gym and then he kind of like let them do, they're the coaches. And he started learning along the way. And he loves boxing. Like even before I started boxing, he's always loved it. So he just picked up stuff, tried to learn as much as he could. And then, he really loves it too. So it kind of came natural for him to learn and kind of become my own coach.
I wonder how it is. Like, when you're a child, especially when you're starting at the age of 12, 13, a lot of the times we tend not to listen to our parents and, because we know better than them and mom and dad are just this or that, whatever it is. How was it like at first with him not being a dad, but now being a coach? Like, how did that feel? Like, how did that dynamic change?
Oh, we butt heads a lot, especially because I was, young teenager.
Yeah.
So like already that time frame is just hard.
Right.
But yeah, we butt heads a lot, and then I think for him, he would even tell me like he kind of had to separate, dad from coach. So sometimes on the way home, like maybe from like a sparring session or just like a tough workout, we'd kind of talk about it, but then we kind of let it stay at the gym, and we'll come back to it just so it kind of makes it a little easier at home, and you're not always just butting heads.
Yeah. Is that hard to keep that delineation from at gym and at home separate?
Oh, yeah, especially for me because I'll talk about what happened at the gym, or like if it was like a not a so great sparring session, I'm an overthinker, so I definitely like will replay stuff, and he'll kind of be like, oh well this, and I'm like, then butting heads like, oh, but then our like other coaches, they do like a great job of like mediating too. Like maybe when I'm frustrated, I'll go to another coach, I'll talk with him, and so it kind of takes away like that.
Damn, that's got to be rough because I mean, like I said, I'm a father of 3, 2 are girls. Now I'm a granddad, 1 girl, 1 boy. Like, I don't know how your dad does it. Like, if somebody looks at my daughter wrong, like it's fucking on. You know what I mean? Like I told my daughter I would drop kick a 12-year-old.
Yeah, he's like that too.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I've lived my life.
Yeah, he's like that.
You know what I mean? Her enemies are my enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be there and not, first putting your child up there, then you're that close where you actually hear everything in the corner, from the hits, the grunts, the bunts, the fucking headbutts, everything that goes on, all the dirty tactics and all that shit. I would lose my fucking mind as a father. How did your mom take all this?
So that's actually funny because at first, when I think she first saw me like spar, like my first ever spar, she wanted to cry, and she was like freaked out a little bit. Yeah. And my dad told her like, if you're gonna be like that, you gotta get out.
Damn.
Yeah, he was like, I don't need her to like, see you and then get all like, get all, oh my god, my mom. But no, my mom, she used to fight like back in the day, not boxing.
Oh no, so, she got street cred then. Okay.
So she like, after that initial shock, I guess, like I was 12 years old. Yeah. I'm over here getting hit.
Right.
She was like, she'll just be like, beat her ass. She gets into it.
That's funny.
Yeah, she'll be like, punch her.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she the loud one? Is she more?
Yeah, especially when she's like recording. We make fun of her because if she gets to record like a fight or like we ask her to, it'll be like over here and she'll be like screaming like, and then she's like, oh shoot.
Can you see the fight?
I'm like, we're looking at the ground.
Yeah. Like, so whose popcorn is that? Yeah. Why the fuck are we watching that and not the actual fight? No, that's got to be nuts. But I mean, and then you take it on. What do your brothers say about you being in the gym, because a lot of times you're not sparring consistently against girls, right? You're sparring guys, you're sparring everything, right?
Yeah, especially right now.
Yeah.
Also been
so how do they like they're not like overprotective, like, hey motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like that's my sister, or are they just like, hey, well fucking hit her for me?
Yeah, it's usually, honestly, I've never really gotten that from them. I'm obviously mostly around my younger brother right now. But no, I've never seen that from them. We've always been in the gym anyway. Not even if it's like the boxing gym, but like just regular gym. Yeah. And I feel like, especially being the only girl out of like 2 boys and always being in a male dominated area, they kind of treat me as like a guy. Okay. So yeah. So definitely my brother doesn't really be like, oh, you're hurting her. Yeah, he's just like, body, you need to
toughen up, motherfucker.
Yeah. Punch him. Hello. Yeah.
Damn. So 10 years in the making for your pro debut. A lot of people would say, what would take so long? What is the reason that you're making this pro debut so far after starting, your boxing career?
Well, a lot of things change with time anyway. But at first I was like, oh, 18, I'll make my pro debut.
Right.
But I went down another path. I got, asked if like, oh, hey, like do you want to join the military? We have a boxing team there. All these benefits, all this, and I was like, okay, like that's kind of nice. So then, right when I turned 18, well, a little after I joined the military, and then boxed for the Army.
Okay.
So I also kind of wanted to do the Olympics, try to get on there. It didn't work out, but, it was kind of like led me down a different path.
Right.
And then I got out, and I was like, it's time. I want to do my pro debut. I don't want to wait anymore.
So how you said it's been like a year since you last scrapped, right? Or the last time you had a fight. Is there any worries about like ring rust, or is it that you're still that fresh within or that young that shouldn't come into like that shouldn't pose a problem?
I've had little layoffs, probably year layoffs anyway.
Okay.
With COVID, I didn't fight for a year. With going to the military, I didn't fight for almost a year. So I'm a little used to maybe like, little
spaces
longer
in between.
layoffs. Yeah. But I do worry about ring rust. I feel like any fighter would. It's different than like, oh, I'm sparring today. It's way different. There's like a lot more going into it. But I'm hoping like, I've been here before. I've had layoffs. I'm young. So I'm hoping that won't be too much of a factor. But yeah, so I feel like I'm used to it.
Let me see the nails.
Usually,
No. Okay, yeah, you're ready.
Usually, I have nails.
No. That's what I was trying to see.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like you said, when especially with female boxers, well, some guys when they when they have their nails done and they're not. I mean, because I don't know how you could possibly spar with these long ass nails.
They gotta be short.
Yeah,
a certain length.
Yeah. But these girls get crazy nowadays. That's why that's one thing I wanted to see how serious it was, and just look at it as all right, you're ready. You're ready for that debut.
I'm all, ooh, don't look at them, because I always get my nails done.
No, yeah.
But I'm like, I need a break.
Yeah.
And then also breaking nails is.
Oh, that sucks.
I broke this thumb. Oh my god! It was a little too long, and my dad always, I told you so. And I punched. And like just the way like it kind of hit, I think it hit the headgear, off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it broke like almost like all the way, not even midway. Like it just broke. It hurt so bad, and then my nail actually just fully came off.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. Those
it died.
suck.
Yeah.
It died.
It died. The nail died.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that sucked for a few months.
Well. First of all, I didn't say, thank you for your service, for going out there and doing your thing. What was the boxing like in the Army? Like, how different is it from like a normal training that you're doing right now than it was, in the Army? So
actually, I'm very grateful for that, because it didn't really change too much.
Okay.
I still went to basic training in AIT, which is like your school for your job in the military. But when I got to Fort Carson, Colorado, it was a program called WCAP,
okay,
World Class Athlete Program, and honestly, my training really didn't change too much. I did 2-a-days still.
Damn.
Because really that was like your job there. Like you're boxing.
Wow.
So I did 2-a-days. I always had sparring. We went to tournaments.
Okay.
Like how I would normally do here. So it wasn't too bad. Like it didn't really change too much.
Too much. All right. And the layoffs were general. How long would the layoffs be between in boxing for the different tournaments that they have in the Army?
We didn't really do like any military tournaments.
Okay.
We always did national tournaments.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Usually they're around like 2 months apart. So yeah, you just do your training camp, compete, and then maybe like they'll give you a little bit of time, but
right.
Yeah, it wasn't anything like
too
different.
So after, say you fought on this past weekend, right, on a national, whatever it was, you're fighting for the nationals or for, the championship, whatever it was. Monday when you report back to boot or to camp or back to your work at the army base, are you getting up at 4 and running with everybody else, and you're just hey, you fall back in line, now you're a soldier again?
No, so there, like, your place of work is like W camp, right?
Okay.
Like, that's my unit.
Right.
And so then we had our scheduled times for like each workout. I think boxing usually was like 8 to 9 or 8 to 9:30. We'd do like our first workout, strength and conditioning. And then our boxing workout would be, it like depended like what we were doing that day, but usually we'd go in at 2 and then be done for the day. Or maybe they'd have us do 3 days, or maybe we're doing sparring like at 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
so-
we'd go in on Saturdays too.
So you guys are special then. You guys are.
Yeah.
You're not over there with all the other grunts and doing all the other shit.
Yeah, I did eventually. I went to a regular army unit. So I did eventually do all that.
Right.
But yeah,
But you started off.
in W cap.
You know, well, that's not bad. I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? So, you know, and the fact that
Yeah.
you're repping the army, you're repping, those 3 letters that everybody's kind of iffy about nowadays.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Now, your first championship that you got, 12-time national champion. Where was that, and how old were you for that?
Oh my god. Where was it? I can't even think of where it was. It was a Junior Olympics.
Okay.
I can't even remember where it was. We've been like everywhere. I want to say I was 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Damn.
I was 14. I
Damn.
want to say.
How many fights
It's
did you have?
2018.
How many fights did you have to go through in that tournament to get that championship?
I fought 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row. Is it the same? It's not the same day, is it?
No.
You get spaced out between
Yeah.
a week, or
Yeah, it's a week-long tournament.
Okay.
So, well, it'll be like Monday through Saturday.
Hmm.
And then they kind of space you out. Because they try not to, I don't think anymore,
Mm-hmm.
do like, unless you're a male, do like every single day. Like if you're going to fight 3 times, they'll try to do like Wednesday, Thursday, and then off Friday, and then Saturday.
do you think? So I know back in the day, and this is probably late 90s, there was a thing called K1. It was a kickboxing tournament, and they would have, I want to say they had like 20 people involved in the tournament, and it was a one-night tournament. So you would go back to back to back to back fighting until last man standing.
Yeah, they got CTE, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure they do, because those tournaments were fucking nuts.
Yeah, I heard that they used to do that too. Like you'd have like 2 fights a day, or like however many people were in your bracket.
Yeah.
But with like science and everything, like obviously that's not good for your head.
Right.
So now they do like every
Yeah, they'll
once
space
a
it out.
day. Yeah.
Damn. So when what weight class are you making your pro debut at?
154.
154. What do you usually walk around at? I know that's rude to ask a lady, but
Yeah,
you're a
we're
fucking,
used to it.
You're a
Yeah.
boxer. You're not a fuck. You're a boxer.
Yeah, we're used to it.
What do you usually walk around at?
So with my layoff like of the year, I did kind of go up more in weight, and I was dealing with a little bit of injury, so I wasn't really able to
Okay.
work out like normal. But before then, I would probably go up to like 160.
That's not bad.
Maybe 164. Like that's like if we weren't like
Doing road work and shit like that.
and I wasn't like being like so on point with food. But I would usually fight at 146 or 154.
Okay. Yeah. So you're not. That's good. You're not that far off.
Yeah.
So how much does your diet change between non-training camp and now you're in training camp? How much does your diet change?
I always lately, like for the past couple years, I always try to keep like morning and lunch like normal, how it'd be in like camp kind of.
Okay.
Well, I just like that. It just makes me feel way better. But
Okay.
like at night, that's when I
That's when you get the munchies?
Yeah, I start snacking. So if it really just like the evening time that I try to clean up.
That's what you worry about.
Yeah.
You're like a little gremlin. Once
Yeah.
once that sun goes down, it's all
eat good,
downhill.
I'll eat good, and then I'm like, oh, chips. Oh, like ice cream. That's where it gets.
What gets you all the time? What's the worst snack out there that gets you all
my
the time?
God, chips.
Really?
I'm like a very like salty, like crunchy person.
Okay. What's your go-to chip?
And dynamites.
Dynamites.
Dynamites are Taki.
Dang, yeah, you're a beater.
It's always like, it's not even just salty. It's like spicy.
The spicy, yeah. Oh, so you gotta go. That's where you go with the Lay's. You throw the limon, the hot sauce.
Yeah, those get me like chips.
Yeah.
I think I was addicted to chips, but now I'm like, we laid off those.
So what does your lunch look like then? What are you having for lunch to make up for those chips at the end of the night?
I usually do, like I'll do like a protein,
Okay.
chicken, maybe like ground beef, whatever, just like really good protein.
Right.
Vegetables, obviously, and then like probably like it just depends the day too. If I need more carbs, I'll do like rice or like sweet potato.
Okay.
But it's nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
So with I know like with a lot of, well, I guess normal people, regular people, I guess you could say, non-athletes, you should say, a lot of the people nowadays are looking at the intermediate fasting.
Oh yeah.
Is that something that's ever brought up in the boxing world, or is that a no-no because you're keeping your body away from the nutrients you need to replenish throughout?
Yeah, I feel like we do so much that, like, I think you could do it to an extent, but it just has to be, like, because, like, that time frame. I would say doing, like, the eating within the time frame of your training.
Right.
So, like, if you train in the morning, obviously you want some sort of nutrition. Yeah. And then, like, depending where you train in the evening. And then after that, probably do, like, your fast. But I think you can do it to an extent. I think it just has to align with everything because you don't want to have literally nothing in your system training. We just do too much. I think we burn way too many calories.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the road work alone just sucks.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like you could burn way more than 1,000 calories in a boxing workout, and that's like some people don't even eat that a day.
Right. No, yeah, for sure. When you are getting ready, like say for example this March 14th, what do you when are you targeting to get to that target weight? Like how far in advance are you expecting to be there? The week of, a few days before? Like what does that usually look like when you're getting to that day of the fight?
Usually I try to be like around 4 pounds like at weight, like to weight, but honestly, sometimes my body is just like super different each time.
Right.
And so sometimes it's hard for me to be like, oh, I want to be at this target weight. And then, oh, you're like maybe 2 pounds before that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my, you kind of mess up your mind a little bit. You're like, I should be here, but it's not. But I usually try to be like 3 to 4 pounds.
Within target weight?
Yeah, within that week. And then obviously you can probably cut that out in a workout.
Have you ever come in where you're right or you're going to be overweight and you got to do, like these crazy body sweat saunas and all that shit where people got to cut like that last minute?
I think I've never really been a pound over.
Okay.
And then at tournaments, you had to be right on weight or below, or else you'd be like,
yeah, you're disqualified.
You're disqualified.
Right.
So I think that will help me because I know I need to be that or I'm done. But no, I've never been over a pound. I've probably been like a couple ounces, and then I had to do like the sauna suit, go run a little bit, but nothing too crazy. We always make sure we're right on the dot before we sleep. Yeah,
because I mean, there's always been these videos like from UFC fighters that are like fucking 8 pounds, before target weight the night of, before the weigh-in.
I couldn't do that. I'd be like a crazy bitch.
Yeah, no, that would be, and the shit that they do to fucking drop is
I couldn't do that.
Crazy. That's usually when you lose that much water weight that fast, that's when the concussions and all that shit happens, because all the water that they usually drop first is from the brain, and that's when they start getting hurt and everything goes to shit after that.
Yeah. I want to say, like, I don't know how true it is, but I think I read where women don't carry like water like men as much, so then it's like even worse for us to cut our water weight like that.
Yeah, no, that shit's scary.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy because you see people, like you said, dropping 8-10 pounds in a matter of like 20 hours. That's
insane.
That's not healthy.
I could not do that.
I mean, I wish I could. Fuck it. I'd be fucked.
Yeah, then I'd be eating whatever I want.
Right?
And then
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah, they could cut right at the very end. No, that shit is crazy. Do you, being so young, do you have like a plan? Like, I'm hoping to be in this game for X amount of years, and then whatever plan B is comes up or whatnot, or is it just, you know what, we'll go fight by fight and see what happens?
I want to say it's a mixture of both. I definitely have like a range where I want to be.
Okay.
And even my dad has told me, like, he told me, I don't want you to fight past like 28. And I was like, oh, that's a good age. I mean, but I could see like maybe like 28 or 30. And then depending on where I'm at, say I'm like gonna fight for like get unified in a weight class, or like, I'm getting a title fight, then obviously I'd probably want to stay and
Right, a little bit longer.
do that. But
Yeah.
I think it just depends on where I'd be. If it looks good, then obviously I'll stay a little bit longer. But if it's kind of like, oh well, I feel like I did what I wanted to do, then I'll probably get out.
What are your goals right now then?
Obviously I want to be a world champion.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
unified in a weight class. So yeah, just working towards that, and then obviously kind of seeing where I'm able to go in these weight classes, because I know a lot of the weight classes that you see like more female fighters at, it's like lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like usually in the 130s and below.
Right.
So definitely the weight class is a little different. I would say like I'm trying to get down to 147. Probably fight like my first two at 154, but eventually get down to 147. And it's looking a little different than like 135. 135 is so stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not? Why was it the goal to come in and do your first fight at 147 instead of 154?
Because your girl got a little chunky.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely with the layoff and not being able to like train how I was training with my
the
injury.
injuries, yeah.
Yeah. My dad was like, I don't want you to feel too drained. Yeah, so we were like, we'll do these at 154 and then, see how you feel.
Okay.
Because obviously, I think for me too, when you're at like a higher weight and you stay there for a little bit longer, it's so much easier for your body to get comfortable there.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I have to drop
Yeah.
to this weight that I haven't been at for a while, and then your body just kind of freaks out. But
Yeah, because I mean, with I know with male boxers especially, you usually start lower weight, then come up instead of come up then go down. Because as you get older, the metabolism changes, and as your body gets the wear and tear from all the training, all the fucking fights, and the sparring, it becomes a little bit more trickier. That's why I was kind of I was wondering why. It's rare to hear that. I mean, generally when you have a boxer like say Canelo, he would always walk around at fucking 180, then he dropped
then
30 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, which makes sense, but when you're already almost at that target weight, 6-10 pounds at most. That's why it was interesting that you're not going down a little bit further, but it makes sense. You want to see what it's like.
yeah.
If somebody were to say or ask, say you were a complete stranger and say, hey, there's this girl that's fighting Ariana Carrasco. What is she like? What's her boxing style like? How would you explain your boxing style to somebody who, like, are you a power fighter? Are you a skill fighter? Like, who would you be, like, replicated to?
Honestly, I feel like I think I'm definitely a versatile fighter. And then obviously I take what people give me. Like, if I'm able to overpower you, then I'm going to overpower you and, do that. But I definitely want to say I'm a counter puncher.
Okay.
I try to use my range a lot. Got long arms. But yeah, I use my range. I like to use angles like slip, definitely get those counters. And then just try to make my openings.
Okay.
Too. But yeah.
Which fighters growing up were you trying to, I don't want to say copy because it's almost impossible to copy somebody, but which fighters would you try to take like some of their skill set from and add to your repertoire?
I would say Canelo.
Ooh.
I know like everybody loves Canelo,
Yeah.
but I just love his patience. I think he definitely I think it's easier for pro boxers to like be patient. They have like a little bit longer time, but I feel like he always makes his own openings. Eventually, like they'll get there, and then
Yeah.
obviously you see these huge knockouts or like these big shots.
Right.
But I like his patience, creating those shots. I like a lot of the older fighters. I
Okay.
like Roy Jones.
Ooh.
But he's just like, I don't even know if I could ever replicate.
he was
but
fast
just
as
to
fuck.
like, just to look at him and like, just see like, how did he do that? And then you
Yeah.
kind of just like
Oh, yeah.
dissect that. It just, he's a great fighter.
Yeah.
And then, I think those two are like the biggest. Maybe Lomachenko.
Oh,
I love his angles.
Angles.
And I don't try to fully replicate, but also like, see how he got to that
Yeah.
point, like that angle, and then kind of try to use it.
Yeah. No, that dude was.
I think I more look up to them than like try to replicate. if
Yeah.
anything.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, and that makes sense because, everybody always wants to be the next Tyson, the next Canelo, but you can't beat being the next Ari, the
those
next
are
Ariana.
like the greats. So like maybe make yourself great.
Exactly.
To like in your own way.
Yeah. So man, that's crazy. When you're looking at the landscape of the fight game right now, I've always been, like you said, your dad was. I was a huge boxing fan, but boxing has fucked me over so much lately that I think once it left like HBO and everything was pay-per-view here, and there's fucking like 30 different fucking weight classes within a pound of each other, and then they
Yeah.
make these fucking special super fight weights, and it's like, dude, that shit doesn't exist. And they're just everything's about money now, and it's not really about, like, I don't even know who's fighting when and where. Like this
I
last
know.
weekend, when
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia fought this last weekend, I don't even know where the fuck he was fighting.
I didn't know he was fighting until like the day before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's fighting. They don't do like any, like.
There's
they
no
don't
promotion.
Yeah, there's no promotion.
Yeah.
To most fights.
And it's sad because there was a lot of great fighters that were coming up, and I don't know where they went. I don't know where they're at or where they're fighting. Like, what do you, seeing all that, how do you still have the idea of, you know what, I'm gonna make my pro debut now, because boxing is such in a weird spot now, because a lot of this shit's going overseas to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I've seen one of these girls that I kind of grew up with in a way, boxing, seeing her like at the same tournaments. Like I didn't know she was going all the way to like Middle East.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like that's different. No one really does that. They come here or
Right.
maybe like Europe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, all the big fights now are over there because they're getting paid. Which then sucks because, I'm used to seeing, being going to the MGM and watching the, at the MGM Gardens, and you see the fights, or at the Sphere, or, Vegas, and 8:00 fights are going down.
Yeah.
Now you're like, you got to do like fucking algebra just to see what time they're coming at. All right, so 8:00 there is fucking 3:15 here, and it's all crazy. It's weird ass hours now, and by the time you remember, the fight's already over.
Yeah, and then I think like definitely with the streaming things, like now it's on Netflix or like what's like other one, DAZN.
The Zone.
I mean, DAZN's cool, but I think like streaming services have like taken that like glamour away from it. Like, oh, pay-per-view, like it's tonight. You make it like this big event, like how we did when I was younger. Like we're gonna have like a whole party and then watch.
Yeah, but then back in the day, also you had 4 good fights, not just the main event and 3 other random fucking dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every fight was a banger. Like you had to see the fucking. Well, if it started at 6, you had to be watching at 6.
And they like you said, they're only really doing like pushing the main event, and then these two.
Yeah.
other
By the
guys.
way.
Yeah, these two other guys, and they're really good fighters too,
Yeah.
but they're just not promoted the same way. And so you're just like, you don't even watch them. You're like, oh, like how you said, calculating.
Yeah.
Oh, when is it? They'll start here if the fights start.
Yeah, and the only time the only reason I found out Ryan Garcia was fighting is because I have the Bleacher Report or ESPN. They're like, all right, Ryan Garcia's getting ready to walk out to the fucking ring, and I was like,
wasn't he like he was fighting a champion?
yeah, I think he was fighting
Barrios.
and he fucking destroyed him.
Yeah, I didn't. The day before is crazy to find out about.
Yeah,
a fight
no,
like that.
especially like I said, especially being in the game, with like yourself training, being in the game and not having that information is fucking wild.
Especially with Ryan Garcia, with as controversial as he is,
Yeah.
like you would think like, oh,
They would have
Let's see
came out
what
on
he
TikTok or
does.
some shit.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't come out on TikTok or YouTube or whatever the fuck he's doing now. But yeah, and I think, like I said, back in the day when HBO had the Boxing After Dark, and that was to showcase all the up and coming fighters. And Jesus Christ, every match on there was a banger where you have to watch. I was like, dude, these guys gotta fight again. Like, and now it's like, bro, I don't even know where I could watch or look for it because, like I said, they don't promote it, and it's like, damn. The one thing that is a kind of a saving grace is Jake Paul, and I've talked about this cat. I think he's absolutely horrible for the sport. I think he makes a fucking joke of the sport. He's doing what people would say about wrestling with boxing because he's not a real boxer, and the people he's fought aren't fucking boxers. The one time he did get a boxer, broke his fucking jaw in like 3 places, and that's like he was just fucking around for the first few rounds. But he is putting women on the map, and the women that he has, those girls, man, those fights are legit.
Yeah, I was able to go watch Stephanie Han in Puerto Rico in January.
Yeah.
And just watching like the girls that they had on that card I was like, okay, like this is what I want. You know, getting to see that was like awesome for me.
Right. Yeah, that's great that he's giving these girls that the spotlight that they deserve, because I know for a while, like when Layla Ali was fighting like Chrissy Martin and all them, people were like all about it, and then I don't know, from one day to the next, like women's boxing just didn't exist.
Yeah.
On for the national pundits. And then when Jake started doing this shit with the what's this promotion called?
MVP?
MVP, yeah. Once MVP started doing it, and then you got, you have Ms. Han, you got who's the girl that fought the 3 times? Serrano and I can't remember who she fought.
Katie?
Yeah, Katie, and I can't remember who the other one was. But I mean, those fights were, Jesus Christ, fucking bangers.
Yeah.
And it's great to see that part of it. But the whole Jake Paul shit, I don't want to ask where you stand because there could be talks or whatever. I don't want to sabotage any chances that shit. I'll do it. I'll say it because I'm not gonna fight. But the fact that they're on Netflix and it's not like an extra charge is fucking cool.
I know that
you get that
that's
spotlight.
A good part about it.
Yeah, you get the spotlight on the girls. Now you mentioned Han. You got a chance to spar with her, right? Mm-hmm. What did you take away from that sparring with her?
Honestly, I wasn't even supposed to her past camp. I wasn't even like gonna be a training partner with her. Mm-hmm. And I've been asked this question a good amount of times, but like now, like I'm able to like have a clear answer.
Yeah.
She was fighting Holly Holmes, who's Southpaw, and I've dabbled in Southpaw a little bit, like over the years. I've never like actually made it a point to learn it, and I've always wanted to. Mm-hmm. So that's really what she wanted. She got my friend Samantha Ginnathan, who's just mainly Southpaw, to come. Okay. And so she stayed with us, and I was going with her to go train and everything. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what, like, can I spar, like, kind of get some rounds in, especially because since I was coming back and trying to fight. So getting to work with her just Southpaw, like, that opened a lot for me. Yeah. Because it finally made me put myself in that, like, space where, like, I gotta learn this and really make it a thing for me. Mm-hmm. So that was really cool. And hopefully, I think I helped her out a lot. Different sizes. Right. Sam was closer to the weight, and then I'm obviously like a little heavier. Mm-hmm. So, bigger girls, it kind of helps. But I think it was just that, like, getting to learn, get uncomfortable, but also like get really great sparring with Stephanie and then my other friend. So, yeah. So
when people are not, or the people that watch boxing occasionally, or don't really know much about the sport, how much of a difference is it when you're fighting an orthodox fighter as opposed to a southpaw?
Honestly, I feel like you think about it more in sparring. I feel like sparring, you get, obviously there's not as much pressure on it. Like, you don't have the same adrenaline and like same mindset. Like, you're obviously there to learn and get work. Right. So I think for me, I think about it more in sparring. Like, oh shoot, my foot should be here, or oh, like, how do I get this? But every time that I've actually fought a southpaw, I do like really good.
Okay.
Like I don't think of the same things, maybe because I already did it in the training.
Yeah.
But I think I definitely think about it more in sparring.
So on this fight, March 14th, Ring Wars making your pro debut. Do you feel you might sprinkle a little something, a little southpaw here and there, or is that still, are you still not that comfortable yet to unleash it in the middle of a fight?
Honestly, I think, well, I've been doing sparring, kind of switching here and there. I think if it comes, it comes.
Okay.
I think if I find that I am comfortable,
Mhm.
obviously, like, I'll do it. But I don't see myself fully just being, like, making it a point
Right.
yet. I also want to, like, definitely feel way comfortable.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But,
'Cause, I mean, like, Bud Crawford was known for that. I mean, after, it looked like almost after every third round, he's like, well, fuck it. This fucking.
Because it does, like, make your, like, break that person's the other person's mind a little
Right.
bit. Like, break it up. Because they're like, oh, I'm doing good. And then all of a sudden, new angle, somebody's, like, getting you. And they just switch southpaw. Like, it's not too much of, like, a difference,
Right.
you would think. But they really, like, those new angles
Yeah.
can get somebody.
Well, I mean, now when you swap if you're right hand dominant, those jabs hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
When you go southpaw, those jabs gonna hurt a lot fucking more than the other ones. But what if you were to have a favorite punch to throw? What's your favorite go-to punch?
Honestly, my jab.
Your jabs?
Yeah, I really, especially, like, going jab to the body, it kind of, like, you could see it. Like, you say, like, oh, jab, and then break it down to the body. Just, like, I really like that.
Yeah. No, that jab to the body will open the top real quick.
Yeah.
Especially once they feel it. Once they get that feel.
Not even jabs, probably, like, body shots. Are my
Body
favorite.
shots.
Yeah.
Oof. The traditional Mexican fighter.
That, but also, I feel like, as, like, a woman in, like, boxing, I feel like I don't fully see, like, body work, like, an emphasis on body work a lot. And even in sparring, I can sometimes, like, even sparring with guys, I feel like I don't get hit in the body a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, we're not used to it in a sense. I think I'm used to it, but, just putting that out there. But,
Just saying.
the body's not going to work. But, like, when I have just kind of, like, headhunted and then I go down to the body, it changes, like, a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chop that tree.
Yeah.
You got to chop that tree. I mean, that's like you said, if you want to emphasize Canelo, that was his go-to. He'd throw jab, you go 1, 2, throw the uppercut, and then go straight to the body work. Because once you throw that uppercut, they bring those hands up, that body's wide,
I like how
open.
somebody told me, they kind of, like, made, like, an analogy of it. Is, like, when you're playing a video game and you, like, constantly hitting that person, like, their health is going down. It's like that. Like,
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes all the sense. I mean, and then, I mean, all you need is just one good liver shot.
Yeah.
Have you had a good liver shot?
I have. And honestly, I did. I felt it. Mm-hmm. It didn't, like, make me, like, go down or anything.
Okay.
But it definitely kind of my stomach. But I was a lot younger, so obviously, like, my body wasn't fully used to
Right, just
that.
the pain.
Yeah. But those are, like, the last few times that I've ever felt like, oh,
Yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah, no, and I know people don't understand until you get hit in the middle of a fight or whatnot. Like that liver shot, like that shit sucks because when you get hit, you don't think about it, and like 2 seconds later it registers. You're like,
Boom.
what the? Why am I on the
stomach
floor?
just
Why am I on the floor? You're like, holy shit! That's the worst fucking hit. That's one of the worst hits you could take, as opposed to getting a flash knockdown or whatnot. When you're going into a fight, are you going in with the mentality of I'm knocking this fucking person out today, or are you going in with that mentality of I'm just here to do work?
Honestly, it's like both. I'm more of like, oh, we'll see, like, if it happens or whatever. But no, like, obviously, boxing for me, I'm like always just ready. Like, I'm just fucking fighting. Like, I'm just gonna fight this girl. But I also like to be, like, super technical, so I think that kind of, like, balances me out of, like, oh, I want to see how this goes or, like, that goes.
Right.
So I think definitely sometimes the technicality side, like, takes over, and then I'm like, oh shoot, like, the round's over.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's been, like, fights where I'm just like, I want to straight, like, just get in there and
You
fight.
just go.
Yeah.
So when you're fighting somebody, you know, when you fought them, you know, before your pro debut this March 14th, when you're fighting somebody in the amateurs, what do you see in somebody when you know, like, I'm gonna knock this bitch out? Like, I know I'm gonna knock this bitch out. like you is it a punch that you connect, or is it a noise that they make when you hit them, or is it a look in their eyes that you know, like, I'm fucking taking this chick's fucking soul?
I think when we like do, maybe if there's like an exchange, or like I actually did, you know, I got that clear shot. Like they step back. I'm like, okay, like I'm not stepping back. So
Yeah.
like, then that's when I just feel like the whole tide of the fight changed. Like I'm able to just like, okay,
You
now we
assert
just, like,
yourself.
yeah.
Damn. What's it like when you knock somebody out?
I've not honestly with amateur boxing, it's a little harder than
Yeah, 'cause of the headgear,
Yeah, headgear. We got
just-
way bigger gloves.
Yeah.
But anytime that I have stopped somebody, I was like I don't know, I was just over the moon. I was like, oh.
What glove sizes do they use in the amateurs?
So I was fighting in 10s, and then for the last few years of amateur, I was doing 12s just because weight
Yeah.
wise.
I mean, those make a difference. What are you fighting with for your pro debut?
I'm doing
Are you
10s. Yeah, and then I would usually mostly fight in national tournaments, and the brand that they use, way more padding in front. Like it'll be like this big.
What are they, Grants?
Sting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, you know, usually, you know, training wise, you kind of have it like spread throughout, but like for their fights, it's a lot of padding in front.
Yeah.
So you're like,
But that's usually because it's clearer when you score the points, so that way you keep to see who's, you know, it's easier to tally, you know, when doing the judging the rounds or whatnot. But have you ever used a pair of the Cleto Reyes?
no, I've always wanted to actually.
Why haven't you used them?
I just never got them.
No.
No.
Have you fought anybody who's had the Cletos on, or because those are because those are usually the ones that are used by the power punchers, right? Because they're the thinner.
Yeah.
They have less padding towards the knuckles.
Yeah. Well, with being an amateur, like they'll supply you with your gloves.
Yeah.
So usually they've never done Cletos.
No. What size are you wearing when you're sparring? Are
16.
you going 16s? Yeah. Do you have the weight on the glove too, or no?
Usually they're more spread out.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like the weight's more like distributed evenly.
Yeah, because I know I've seen those that have those little. I think they're usually like 20s that you have, and then you're able to slip in like 2 little bar weights.
Oh no, yeah, I never really
those-
had those.
And I've seen people doing it. I was like, dude, that's gonna fuck up your wrist. Like, that's the
know.
first thing that comes to my mind.
I actually did get these, like, I guess they're like gauntlet little things where like you can kind of wrap them around your glove,
Yeah.
and the weight being on the wrist was so awkward.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's just like different.
Yeah.
But then they were kind of like when you punch, they would go up a little bit, so it kind of like was awkward at the same time.
Damn.
Yeah, so I like them with certain things. Yeah, like doing certain things, but yeah, they
Certain
kind of felt
things.
awkward.
So when you're training, what's your favorite part besides the sparring? What's your favorite part of training?
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I have my days.
Yeah.
With it, especially with cutting. But honestly, I like doing mitt work. I'm very technical, and then again, like I'm an overthinker, so like I like to like dissect things, or like if something didn't feel right, I'll be like, okay, like what do I do? So
Yeah.
I like to. They try to say like, oh, you're just talking with us because you're tired, and I'm like, for me, it's more like I need it for my brain.
Right.
Yeah, I like to be like, oh, well, that didn't feel right. What did I do wrong? Or like, how can I make that look better or feel better? Because you know, with on the mitts, they can kind of feel like when things are wrong. Especially
Yeah.
my coach Mondo, he puts an emphasis on like, you didn't put your hip into this, or that was more of this. Like if you move your foot here, that's like my favorite thing.
Yeah. And are they're using the regular mitts that on the hands, or are they using those paddle mitts so that you just like fucking you just see the fucking
I like
paddle?
those, but then I hate them at the same time.
Yeah, because they don't give the same effect when
no.
you connect that clean shot.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to like see like, oh, like if you put your hip into this,
Right.
Yeah, like you're not gonna feel that on the paddle.
Yeah.
But yeah, they usually do just regular
those
mitts.
pedals suck. They look cool when you see them because they're like fucking.
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh, I
think
hit
it's
the
more like
fuck out of it.
speed.
Yeah. Dude, how long did it take for you to get proficient on the speed bag? Because that's something that
I'm not.
you know you're not.
I'm still not.
Shit! All right, yeah, we'll edit that.
No, I actually when I went, I like would do it on and off over the years, but I
Yeah.
never put like emphasis on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I don't like this, and then
It's like, I'm not gonna do this
and I'm
shit.
like, I don't know.
I'm good.
It just didn't work for me. But when I did go to WCAP,
Mm-hmm.
they would kind of like make a station. They're like, oh, you're gonna do this, and so I think I kind of had to learn more.
Right.
But I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm crazy.
No, because
proficient.
that shit.
I like the double end bag more.
Okay, well,
That
I
was
mean
my
that.
favorite.
Well, that's because that goes fucking everywhere.
Yeah, that's like way better for me. Like, you know.
Well, that's more like target practice, right? Because it's
Yeah.
fucking everywhere, so you got to keep.
Yeah, but then I at least get to move around, head
Yeah.
movement. But the speed bag, I think I just don't like just sitting there.
Just sitting in the same
Hitting it,
spot over
yeah.
and over. Do you already have your ring song picked and your attire ready for March 14th?
Yes.
What's the ring song?
Oh, my song. Well, just the outfit. But
Okay, just the outfit.
The outfit, of
course.
course. We're still trying to pick one. I think we have one in mind.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's for sure.
Do you think that plays a big part at all when you're coming out?
Honestly, I would say yeah, because I love music.
Okay.
You know, I think music definitely changes my mood
Hmm.
a lot. So yeah, I feel like I need something more upbeat, like with rhythm,
Okay.
just something to get me hyped. So I feel like that'll.
What gets you pumped?
I love Spanish music.
Really?
Yeah. So
You out there boxing a Selena and shit? Or? Fuck it.
definitely, well, I really love, obviously, like the older
Okay.
Spanish, but definitely kind of the newer stuff now too. But yeah, I love Spanish music.
So if you're practicing or you're getting ready, you're in training camp and you're starting to feel fucking down, what's the go-to banger you put on that's gonna get you fucking through it all?
Oof, I don't know. I don't think I don't think I like gravitate towards like a certain like specific song.
Mm-hmm.
More just like definitely not too much like the words. More like you
The
know,
rhythm, the
yeah,
beat.
the rhythm, the beat.
Okay.
Definitely like, helps me. And if it's more like sped up and like faster,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that helps me.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what do you listen to when you're not training, you're not sparring? Since you are a big music person, what are you getting into when you're not like when it's just
Like if I'm on a drive.
when
or
you're just
something.
chilling and
Yeah.
you're just like doing you?
I love country.
Country.
I love country. Spanish. Oldies. I love oldies. Definitely.
Damn. That's
I grew up on country.
No, I hear
mostly,
you.
yeah, and then
I'm-
obviously oldies, but yeah.
old. There's a group I just discovered. Actually, two groups I just discovered. The Sinceres and the Altons. They're band out of L.A. Fuck, it sounds like you're listening to a '50s band from back in the fucking the old,
Really, and they're
old
older
school.
or
yeah.
they're newer.
Yeah, yeah. They're brand. They just. I think they only formed like less than 6 years ago.
Dang.
But yeah, if you hear them, I mean, it's crazy to hear it again. Like it's crazy to hear that nowadays, because with all the other shit, everybody's going with the Bad Bunnies and all that other shit.
yeah.
Everybody, but to hear that old school style again, I was like, oh, and they're young, and I was like, damn, I guess 'cause I'm old as fuck. I'm just like, god damn, people still care about music nowadays.
I know, I like that. I think there's like another. I can't remember the name, but they're like more rock.
Okay.
Also like rock, but they kind of sound. They're saying like they sound like Led Zeppelin and.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like super like.
Okay, so
oldies
old
rock.
school.
Yeah,
Damn.
but they're newer. I
Damn.
can't remember the name.
No, there's so many. I mean, there's so much good music out there. It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. But neither here nor there. March 14th, Ring Wars for your pro debut. When do you think it's all gonna kick in with the nerves and all that shit? Do you think it's gonna be the day of the fight? Is it gonna be the day before the fight? Like when are you expecting to have that? Not meltdown, but that. Oh shit, it's here.
Like, oh my god.
Like yeah, I'm fucking here now.
Yeah. Probably when I weigh in.
Yeah,
Maybe, like,
that's what usually the day before.
I usually never get too nervous, like, except for like maybe like right before. Yeah.
How bad do you get like right before? Is it when you're training? Is it when you're going on the walkout? Is it
Probably the walkout.
really?
Yeah. I don't get too like it's not like, oh my God, I can't.
Right.
Yeah, obviously it's not that. But yeah, I feel like it's like the walking up to the ring. And I'm like, oh shoot, like this is real. Like we're about to step in here and it's like different.
Yeah.
But then after, we exchange first few punches, like I'm just usually,
You're back in the zone.
yeah, I'm good.
So what goes on in your mind when you're walking out there? Because I mean, like I'm always curious to see what people think when, I guess you could say they're the most vulnerable because, regardless of it's gonna fucking happen. Like
Yeah.
you're
Like,
making that walk, it's gonna
Like I could
fucking
either
happen.
go out there or like run away. Or
Yeah,
something.
no,
Like,
it's
obviously I'm
gonna
not gonna
fucking
run
happen.
away. Yeah.
Like, so what goes on through your mind when you're walking out there? Like, are you thinking, fuck, I've been busting my ass these last 8 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever generally the cap is, or are you thinking about, fuck, I need to buy cereal on the way back because some fucking
Definitely not
got some
cereal.
fucking chips, get some sabritores on the way home.
I'm usually thinking, I always tell myself this, like they haven't shown you anything to be nervous about. So like obviously you never know what can happen.
Right.
But that's usually what I'm thinking about, or kind of like what I want to do at first. Maybe like visualizing,
Okay.
like, oh, I want to be like quick on the jab, like right, like as soon as I get out, do it. So I'm kind of just thinking like what I'm gonna do or
Yeah.
like want. So then I'm not just like, oh, who is that? And then go in there and then like,
bird.
oh wait, what was I gonna do? Just do something completely
Yeah.
different. Have like a little bit of a game plan. Obviously things change, but I like to have a little bit of a game plan.
So I was just thinking about this. As a boxer, right? You've been in this game already 10 years. And I'm sure you've seen it, with your dad being a big boxing fan his whole life, growing up with it. You always see there's sometimes during a fight, there's like a little lull where there's no action and they're kind of just, they're thinking about it or they're kind of just hesitant to throw. And that's on both sides. And of course you hear general public be like, oh, fucking go in there and go fucking crazy. Like, what is that? What is usually going on in that little time frame where they're just walking each other around a little bit? Like, what's usually the mindset going on in there?
I think when I've ever had that, like, I just feel like, oh shoot, I need to like I'm not doing anything. I need to like
You need to press.
the action. That's mostly like what I think. I don't know about like the other person. Obviously not in their mind.
Right.
But yeah, I'm like, oh shoot, I need to like do this or that, or like maybe like, oh, if I do this, like maybe it'll open this up. I don't know. I've never that's a good question. I've never thought about that. Like, oh, like what goes through our mind? But usually, like when that happens for me, I'm like, oh, I need to press, and then I end up I'm not doing enough. So then I just like
Start
try
going.
to, yeah.
So when you're going, right? So say you're coming out and you're going to throw the jab. Like, are you thinking 2-3 punches ahead, saying, all right, I'm gonna throw this combo, and this is what I'm expecting, and this is what I'm gonna do, or is it just fucking just muscle memory and just reaction?
Probably muscle memory and reaction, because I mean, obviously, like you could study this person, and each fight's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Like even for me, like I feel like I don't never fight the
The
same.
same.
So I try not to be like, oh, if I do this,
Yeah.
I know they're gonna do this, because they could throw the other thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm in a bad position. But
Right.
just probably muscle memory reaction.
So if somebody is getting ready to go see you at the Ring Wars on March 14th, it's at the
Coliseum.
It's at the Coliseum? All right. I was thinking it's at the Chihuahua Stadium for some reason. If somebody's getting ready to see Ariana Carrasco making her pro debut, and they go and they see, your your amateur record, and they're like, well, it's not maybe, it's not the usual 200 fights with 200 knockouts, you know what I mean? It's going to be, there's, especially with amateurs, there's so much politics and shit that go on in amateurs,
For sure.
especially when it comes to Olympic trials and shit like that. If it's not the most pristine record, what would you say to those people to be like, you know what, you need to come see me? What would you say to people? Why do they have to go see you?
Well, it's just me. Not it's me.
I'm hurt.
I'm her. I'm Ani. I don't know.
What do you
I'm like-
bring that people need to see that you are a must-watch fight?
It's definitely gonna be action packed. You know, love having people support.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely bring a lot to the table when it comes to fighting, and I just, you know, if you enjoy boxing, obviously come watch. I really don't know. I'd never saw myself.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, I
You see,
know.
that's the thing you got to work on. You got to. It's all
Definitely need to
about
work
self
on that.
promotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about pushing that buck. See, why am I the? You might want to go see whoever the main title fights are, or whatever the main fights are, but you got to get there early to make sure you see me.
Yeah. I mean, I put in the work. I love what I do, and I hope that shows if you come watch me, which you should. I'm so horrible at this.
No,
but,
it's cool. It's fine. It just shows you're more of a fighter who is believed in the right mindset, that you're just there to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And you're ready to go, as opposed to other people that talk shit and can't back it up.
Definitely more action than words. You know, I'm definitely way more like I'll put it into action than I could speak it.
And as your pro debut, is it gonna be the 4 rounders, or is it gonna be an 8 rounder?
It's 4.
Okay, the 4 with the 2. Is it 2 or 3 minute rounds?
2.
2, because I know they've been talking about maybe going 3 minute now, but
I feel like that'd be awesome because I've been sparring the 2 minutes. You know, getting the feel of it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've been fighting 3 for a while.
yeah,
And it's definitely a little bit different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah, you can't start off slow.
Yeah, you can't start slow, and then it's only 4 rounds. So
Yeah, you
like,
gotta
you
go.
don't have too much time to fill it out and yeah.
See, I've always found it weird. Why is it 4 rounds and not 5? Because you could break it down and get a draw if the one person gets the first 2, then the last person takes the last
you
2.
could get
Yeah, you could get the draw right away. I mean, because there has to be a knockdown, or
Maybe
somebody
the
has to have a
person,
point taken away or some shit. Like, why wouldn't it be 5? That way you have that odd number out to be like, there for sure, avoid the ties and shit.
Maybe the person who didn't like even numbers.
They had issues with the
Yeah,
even
they're
numbers.
like, no, that's just
Right.
imagine
Well,
because
four is
then it's
just right.
5, 7, 9.
No, you go just 5 and 9. There you go, 5 and 9. That's all you need. You're done. 5,
That's
9, and then 12.
horrible.
Then at the end, we're still at 12. So
Even that's getting me. I'm like, we'll stick with the even numbers,
You see,
even rounds.
oh shit! What is your prediction coming out from March 14th for Ariana Carrasco making her debut? What is your prediction for that fight?
Me getting the win, obviously. Obviously, me winning. And then just having a great time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love boxing. I
Yeah.
love fighting. I'm super excited, especially coming off of a layoff.
Right.
But definitely me coming out with the win. I want to knock out.
Yeah.
So hopefully that.
Well, there's a lot of talk saying that you are a very interesting prospect that has a lot of upside on her. So, if anybody wants to be able to be there the first time that Ariana goes up there for her pro debut, and you want to see a star in the making, you could say you were there at the ground level, because we don't want you guys later on when she's raising titles. You're like, oh yeah, now I'm all about her. No, you got to start now. You got to start now. Go to
It
the
shows.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll definitely show.
For sure.
I'm definitely not one of those people that I definitely like to pick the people I have around me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want it to be, I'm only with you for the
Yeah.
good time, not the bad
Not
times.
the bad times.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot more bad times than there are good times.
I know, because if you're not there for the bad times, which in camp we have quite a few, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say there's like a crazy amount of downsides, but
Right.
we have our good days, our bad days.
Yeah.
But definitely
No,
a lot of bad days.
You're good.
sometimes.
So now's our point of our show, where we have our new segment, 10 Shots, No Chasers. This is going to be the future world champion, Ariana Carrasco edition. So the way it works is I give you 10 questions. Some might be just random, stupid questions. Like, for example, if we can't see the air, do fish see water?
What? My hearing is.
If we can see air, do fish see water?
Yeah.
So it'll be
They
something like
can't.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
can't.
So it'll be something
Okay.
like that.
Sorry.
Or it could be serious, or it could be, I have 10 questions just fucking everywhere.
Okay.
So this is the 10 Shots No Chaser future world champion Ariana Carrasco edition. The first one is, What's the hardest punch you've ever eaten, and did it change you or wake something up inside of you?
Wake something up inside of me.
What's the hardest punch, though? Do you remember who it was against?
No, probably a 2. I would say a 2. It was probably a 2.
A little cross. Okay. So be real. Who hits harder, the Army drill instructors or boxers trying to take your head off?
Boxers.
See.
Especially new Army drill sergeants. No.
Oh, did she just call the new Army drill sergeants pussies? I think that's what I heard, but
You
that's
said it,
neither
not
here
me.
nor there.
You
That's
said
neither
it,
here
not
nor
me.
there. We are in RB City. So, what's the pettiest, most disrespectful thing an opponent has done or said to you before a fight?
Nothing really. I don't really interact with them.
No?
No.
Okay.
After we'll interact, but before
You just
leave
stay.
me alone.
Just got your blinders on. All right. What was the moment your family realized that this isn't a hobby anymore for you?
Probably my first win, my first national win.
Your first national win?
I think even before that, but I think that kind of cemented it.
Okay. What part of boxing messed with your head more than your body ever did?
Cutting weight wrong.
Cutting weight wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got into that. Have you ever been in the ring thinking, shit, I might lose this? And if so, what do you do next to change that?
Just go at them harder, and then even if I say I did lose,
Mm-hmm.
obviously harder in the gym.
Okay. What sacrifice hurt the most that nobody sees on Instagram?
Definitely giving up a lot of social events.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like, oh, I can't go because I have this, or,
The
probably
social
socially-
life?
Yeah, social life. Definitely.
If trash talk was wide open with no rules, what's the coldest line you would drop on somebody?
Oh shit. I don't know. I think it'd have to be in the moment, especially whoever it is. I'd probably just say like something about how they look. I don't know.
Something about how they look?
Probably.
We calling a fat girl fat, man. Don't be doing that. I've done that mistake. Right before you walk to the ring, who's the one person on your mind every time you go out there?
My family, probably my mom and dad and my brother, probably my closest people.
And then the last one is when it's all said and done. How do you want people to remember Ariana Carrasco?
I want them to remember me as a champion, as somebody who worked hard, put like everything she had into it, and yeah, probably that.
And why is it important for you to be a champion?
I mean, I feel like it's like the pinnacle of, like all the stuff that you put into everything. Like I wouldn't say not for nothing. Like, oh, I just had my career,
Right.
but probably just, I think it's like the pinnacle of what we work towards,
Okay. That's 10 shots, no chasers. The future world champion, Ariana Carrasco edition. Before we go, man, because it's already, I told you it's going to be over an hour. It's already an hour over. Any words you have for people? I know we have some shout outs that we have to get to because we've been forgetting some people sometimes. First of all, who would you like to shout out? Then after that, any words you'd like to tell people about either about the fight or just about you in general coming up?
I'd like to shout out my parents. They put in a lot of work into this just as much as I have with like everything. Like they try not to let me worry about anything that I don't need to worry about except for camp. My coaches, Mondo Garcia, he works with me like as much as he can, whenever he can. My other coach, Terry, he definitely helps me. Terry Green, he definitely helps me mentally. Anytime that I've talked to him, we always joke, but I feel like that is what helps me get out of like, oh my God, it's like I'm so frustrated, or oh, like I'm thinking it's bigger than it is. He kind of brings me down and grounds me. Definitely my supporters in Cruces. I know I have a few in El Paso too, but definitely my supporters. They've been, helping me a lot with these ticket sales, which I greatly appreciate, and that lets me know that you guys actually want to see me,
Right.
support me. Yeah, so definitely just and then my sponsors too. Right now have Simply Fresh, who's helping me with my weight cut, with food and stuff. I definitely have a lot more. I just kind of Sorry.
And then
There's more.
Yeah.
But
No, trust me, she's got a lot on her mind. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
She gets hit in the head for a living, so fucking remember.
I know that's fine.
Just remember that.
I say it as a joke,
Yeah.
as an excuse.
Yeah.
But like, come on. We get hit in the head.
So, any last word for the people out there? Where can they find you? Where can they see you? Where can they support you as far as either your socials or just, where can they follow everything about the future world champion?
So right now I mostly use Instagram or Facebook, and Facebook is just my name, Ariana Carrasco, and my Instagram is aricarrasco.ac. So just on there, those are my like two primary social media. Yeah, I'm definitely not a social media person, but
You're not doing the TikTok dances?
No, I've never done TikTok.
Oh, dude, you're not. Have you heard of Punchy the monkey?
Yeah, he's the one that's been getting like, oh, it's so sad.
Yo, so they're
Him
getting
and his little monkey plushie.
Don't laugh.
Oh, sorry.
That's his family. The fucking shout out to Punchy, but now he's got friends, so I don't feel so bad now. All weekend I've been getting shit about
I
it.
was seeing that. I was like, they treated him horrible.
Yeah,
I'm like, dang,
I was like, dude, how
bully
bad?
him?
How bad is it? His mom didn't even want him. I was like, God damn,
I'm
that's
like, what's wrong with him? He looks like regular monkey.
what's wrong with him?
Like, what's wrong?
Oh my God, no. Punchy, shout out to Punchy. Good to see you and your stuffed animal making friends. And if you don't
now
know,
you're laughing.
Yeah, hey, I laugh at everything, so I don't give a fuck. I'm an asshole. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Punchy the monkey on Instagram and actually more. I think it's more on TikTok. Get ready to cry because it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you up. But then there's a silver lining to it. So yeah, look up Punchy the monkey. Shout out to him. Make sure you guys go out here in El Paso. Jump on the wagon now while the wagon is starting to get going. Ariana Carrasco making her pro debut March 14th at the El Paso County Coliseum. You will also have El Jaguar, Jorge Tovar. You'll have our favorite person on there, Nayeli La Bikini Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I don't know why I blanked out. You'll have her on there. She'll be... I think she's I think there's 3 co-headliners. I think it is
I think so.
the way I was seeing it, and I don't remember the name of the third one, but that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about the future champ, Ariana Carrasco. Follow her on Instagram, follow her on Facebook. Go get your tickets now. Go support her. Show some love. Show how we do it here in El Paso. Enjoy female boxing and boxing in general. Till next time, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces. Love you, Punchy.